Could I recruit you into getting this MG Midget from British Leyland? It's actually a special, which includes a luggage rack and AM radio. Oh, no, that's not something you'd be interested in? Well, let's see what we're here to talk about on Sunday. Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. It's the Sunday Rant. And hey, did you see the trucking recruiting conference? I forget exactly the name of it that they call it, was just happened. Do you hear what they had to say? Well, it's pretty great. You're going to love it. They said, hey, you know what? The market is cooling down. We're getting cooling down. And what has happened is, hey, did we stop recruiting though? These are large trucking companies, right? You can imagine who they are. No, we didn't. And that's what I want to talk about today on Sunday Rant. Hey, trucking companies, even the trucking companies themselves say, we are still recruiting, even though right now we're not in a huge need of drivers. These are over-the-road companies, okay? So they're saying, yeah, the freight market has cooled down. We don't need as many people, but we are still going to recruit drivers because in the future, they go pretty soon, coming up, around the corner, it's almost here, freight's going to pick back up, which they're right. It will, right? People can't go their whole lives without buying stuff. And what is going to happen is we're going to need a bunch of drivers. And what I say is that's garbage. Here's the thing. And I get these kind of calls from people or whatever. You know, people write in and say, Mark, you know, I applied at a XYZ company, or it's probably an XYZ company. Mark, no one applied here. I applied at a company and they haven't gotten back to me. And it's been a month or whatever. Boot them out of your life. Okay, some companies, even according to these companies now, are just recruiting people and just basically taking names and writing them down and waiting. And so I assume they think you're just going to hang out and wait forever. I think I'll just wait forever, Mark, to get a job. People apply for a job because they need a job. And if you say, okay, and you talk to them and you take their application and you have no intention of hiring them, you're garbage. I don't understand it. I don't know why companies do it. Well, I see why they do it, so that they have a ready list of people. But that company doesn't care anything about you. They're only thinking about themselves, which is most places as it is. But you shouldn't just hang out and wait for them. They need you, so you should go somewhere else. If they're going to say, well, you know, we're looking into your application. I've seen that where they string people along. They just string you along. You know, they put the line out and they reel you in and you just sit on the hook. And then they take you off, they're going to let you sit there and you still sit there. Leave. Okay? If they don't have a job for you, leave. Are you a qualified driver? Yes. Do they have a job for you? No. Leave. Go somewhere else. Go to a place that's responsive. Because look, here's the thing. If they won't even talk to you now, you don't even work there. How do you think it's going to be when you do work there? Hey, I have this pay issue or whatever. Oh, yeah, we'll look into that and we'll get back to you. No. Right? That's not right. That isn't, and it's not right for the company to do to people. You know, trucking gets a bad name, and this happens in a lot of industries, okay? But they're getting a bad name. They're like, oh, well, we don't know why drivers don't stay with it, because you treat them terribly. Okay? You don't treat them right from the beginning. This is the thing. You already know, if you're being strung along, that a company has no intention of coming through on its word already. So it's time for you to move on to a place that wants you. So you want a job, they want a driver, boom, you get together and you go to work. Not, I want a job, so I'm going to apply at this place, and then they're going to string me along, and it's going to be weeks, maybe months, and so I still need to, no, do not do any of that. If they're not responsive, boot them, right? I think they should only maybe get one chance where you call them and you go to voicemail or whatever. If they don't call you back, I don't know, a couple of hours, unless it's like 2 a.m. or something, that's it. Move on to the next place, to a place that appreciates you and would like you to come and make them money, because ultimately that's what we're doing. You're calling to say, I'd like to come to your place and help you make money. And for that, I'd like you to give me some money. That's more of an honest conversation. Are we right about that? Yes. So being strung along, no. No, I've seen people that they'll go to an orientation and then get sent home. Oh, we don't have trucks or whatever, and they don't hear from the place for quite a while. Why would a company do that? That costs them money. That seems really stupid, but apparently they got plenty of money to blow. So forget it. Always stand up for yourself. I've always said that for any kind of an issue, and get what you want. If they're not giving you what you want, which is a job, go to someplace that will. Tell them, no, I'm not going home. If you send me back home, you don't give me a truck today at the end of orientation, I ain't coming back. We're not coming back here. Don't sign anything at orientation that says you owe money or any of that stuff. No. They need to put you to work. And if they're unwilling to do that in a prompt fashion, go work somewhere else. This recruiting conference is just a bunch of, college level pinheads that don't know anything about anything. And they want to talk about all these kind of integration words and all these other things, all these big college words. How about this? If you run an ad, you should have a job open for people. If you don't have any jobs, don't run ads. Don't try to get people until you have a job for them. How about that? You don't need to go to college to figure that out. Okay, and that's some free advice for the next conference, and they're welcome to use it. All right, so don't do it. Get an MG. Maybe that would help your life. British Leyland, they're known for their quality vehicles. I think we can all agree to that. And the panel gaps on this, some of them you can't even stick your hand through. So on this MG midget special, I think it could be the car for you to go to your next orientation. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with another Trucking Answers.